On this All Hallows Eve, I bring to you a special present. Me! Welcome to the second ability almanac tonight. That's right. Since I'm a little bit pressed for time because I work tonight, and I got up at 6:45, and that was like almost 2 hours ago, I'm a little pressed for time for things to do on Halloween. And I would have done a run of the long Halloween thing, but that would have taken too long. Instead, I've decided, since this guy just happens to be next on the roster anyway, we're going to be looking at Scarecrow's abilities in a double feature ability almanac. How fucking sweet would that be, right? Let's have some fun then. And sleep tight, kiddies. Otherwise I'll come at you with a piece of flint tied to a wolf jaw. Not nearly as scary as it sounds. Scarecrow's fear gas tricks are far and wide, and one of them is a low-crawling projectile that is an augmented version of the Fearferno meter burn. He can also augment his teleport now to teleport away from the opponent instead of immediately behind them, allowing him to take full advantage of any possible ranged projectile sort of abilities that he may have, like the Fearferno meter burn, which, by the way, also builds Fear Meter, which is kind of nasty. Full screen meter build for days. I can't speak today. Now, that was Sacrifice, where Scarecrow cuts his chest to sacrifice 100 points of his health in order to buff his damage for the next 3 hits by 50%. This move is basically copy-pasted from Kotal Khan from Mortal Kombat X, and I quite like anything that allows you to buff your damage. Terror Charge is another thing that allows you to do just that. Although it only works for hook attacks and it only buffs their damage by 33%, it does last for 10 seconds, and it does not damage the opponent. Well, it does not damage Scarecrow, rather. Which is nice, because that would really suck if Terror Charge damaged you as well as Sacrifice. But Sacrifice, as far as I know, has an unlimited time span, and it does not count the Fear Gas Aura from trait as a hit, even if it's doing extra damage. So you could, in theory, have the buff and just sit next to your opponent and block forever, doing 50% more damage while building up fear, allowing you to get combos like this going. Especially if you have both of the buffs up, the 80% damage extra from the first 3 hits can really rack up the damage immediately. This combo is 711 damage in this particular situation with the buffs on, but is only about 650 damage if you... Oh, not even. It's only 600 damage if not. So that's 101 extra damage. 111, actually. That's crazy. Now, this next ability is Soaring Murder, a high projectile where Scarecrow summons crows to attack you. When meter burned, this causes it to be a big ol' mid, allowing you to keep at range and zone with Scarecrow. Sure, it's a little more meter intensive, but still, zoning with Scarecrow just makes things scary, especially if you have Traumatize ready, because that means you can do stuff like this. That is just disgusting. Zoning with Scarecrow, not fun. Also, quick side note, like this next ability, the crows do not build Fear Meter, which kind of sucks. This is Scarecrow's only 2-slot ability, the Plague. This completely replaces the Fearferno, and I believe it's only 2-slot because of the Fearferno meter burn that augment that is already around, because it sucks. It's minus 30 on block, it takes forever to recover, and you're only technically at an advantage of +5. And none of Scarecrow's moves are 5 frames. His fastest move, as far as I know, is 6 frames, so that kind of sucks. After this super combo, of course, you know what time it is. Frame Data, where we have a look at the frame data of all of Scarecrow's abilities. I hope you enjoyed this bonus ability almanac. Have a happy Halloween, and as always, DFTBA.